Shelby Newkirk is back with us on Primetime Local News today. Shelby is back from the Tokyo Paralympics. Congratulations, Shelby, on your performance there. Just amazing.
Oh, thank you so much.
Well, tell me about the experience in itself. I mean, this is a huge deal for you and so much to take in. What was it like?
Oh, it was absolutely incredible. Going into this games, I think there was a lot of uncertainty. Everybody wasn't really sure how it was going to go. There was a lot of times where we thought it wasn't even going to go ahead. And so once I finally landed in Tokyo, I got to go in a few days ahead of the team and ahead of most people coming in. And so it was just kind of quiet, and it just kind of really hit me like, I'm actually here. We've made it. This is actually happening. And I just kind of got to take a couple days and just really explore while it was quiet and before it got too overwhelming, and just really enjoy that moment. And it was definitely so amazing to be able to finally get there after 10 years working on that goal.
Was it really organized, Shelby? Like, even watching the event, it looks like you had the people that would, bring you out and walk with you to your actual spot in the pool. And then, everybody seemed to be really knowing what they were doing. Did you find it to be super organized?
Oh, it was so well organized. They did such an amazing job on that. Even from the moment we landed, we had transport right from the airport. We had everything set up. We had the food hall was set up with plexiglass so that we could all still eat together. And I know my team, we had it set up really well as well, where the staff all had earpieces, so they'd kind of communicate that way. And it was just such a well-oiled machine by that point. And I had my schedule set out every day with exactly which staff was going to be with me at what point. And it was so well organized. And I think that also really helped prepare us so we didn't have to worry about all those other things. We could just focus on competing because everything else was taken care of.
What was it like for you, Shelby, before the very first event, going in and knowing that, wow, I'm at the Paralympics? Was that in your mind, or were you just so focused on the race that that's all that really was going through your head at that time?
I think it was a little bit in my mind. It's kind of hard for it not to be. I was the very first day of competing, and it was just kind of like, I land, I have a week to get ready, and then it's go time. But I was really thankful to have that time beforehand, because my first day training in the competition pool, I had laned completely to myself, which is unheard of in swimming. Typically, we have at least 10 people in our lane with us. And so to be just have this space just to myself, and to be able to kind of map out where the flags were, what the roof looked like, all these kind of things that were important for my race. And yeah, it was just so surreal, but I was also so focused on that goal. And I knew that going out to that block, I knew what I had to do. It didn't matter what anybody else was doing. I had my race plan, I had my goals, and I was going to work towards them.
So when you were in Tokyo, Shelby, I know that's quite a time difference. Did you find that affected you at all? Or were you just, so in the moment that you just went with it?
I found the time difference didn't really impact me as much as I thought it might. It was like 15-hour difference, I think, which is quite a bit. But I found as soon as I got on the plane, I set my watch to Tokyo time, and I was just like, Kate, this is what we're doing. And the thing that hit me more was the fact that it was such a long flight. That definitely did a number on my body, and I was able to see the physio as soon as I got there and that kind of thing. But yeah, it didn't affect me too. I found it more when I got home, because when I was in Tokyo, I had things going on every day. I had training, I had all this kind of stuff. And when I got home, I knew I was in kind of vacation mode. So I got home and I'm like, oh, I don't have to get up at this time. So now I like need to force it a little bit more to get used to the time zone, but it's been good.
So what's next for you now, Shelby? I mean, that's a pretty big deal being in the Paralympics. Are you looking ahead to the next Paralympics, or are you just going to take a break? What's going on in your mind right now?
So I've kind of taken the last few weeks off. I kind of said that I was going to take the rest of September off. It's kind of the first break I've had in a long time to just breathe and focus on some other things. But I'm definitely still going to be getting back in the water beginning of October, because World Championships are in Portugal in June. So I'm working towards that. And Paris is only 3 years away for the next Paralympic Games. So that's definitely my next big goal. And I have a lot of little goals to get there. But for now, I'm just enjoying my time off, and then I'll be back into it and back into competing.
Well, congratulations, Shelby. Once again, like I said, just an amazing accomplishment. And every time we speak with you, it's like you're going for another goal and another goal and another goal. So good for you. And thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us. We really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much.